Create read-write text file with KYLIX. This article is for the beginner to intermediate developer who wants to read / write / print and erase text file. Hope it will be helpful for many developers. Create, read, write, print, erase text files with KYLIX by Rahul Tamrakar. This article is for the beginner to intermediate developer who wants to read / write / print and erase text file. Hope it will be helpful for many developers. Now, I will show you the basic commands for reading and writing. It is very simple. General I/O routines. AssignFile assigns the name of an external file to a file variable. In order to start working with text files from KYLIX, we have to link a file on a disk to a file variable in our program. To create this link, we must first declare a variable of type TextFile and then use AssignFile procedure in order to associate a file on a disk with a file variable. Unless the file named FileName is in the current directory, we need to provide full path. Reset opens an existing file. For reading, to read information from a file line by line, we must open the file for input by using the reset procedure. The reset opens the existing file with the name assigned to text file variable. An error results if no existing external file of the given name exists. Rewrite creates and opens a new file, or opens and clears an existing file. Rewrite creates a new file, opens the file for output, with the name assigned to open file. If a file with the same name already exists, it is deleted and a new empty file is created in its place. If some text file is already open, it is first closed and then recreated. The current file position is set to the beginning of the empty file. Write write line into the text file. The write ln command is send individual pieces of information to a file. Read ln read line from the text file. Read ln to read information line by line from a file. EOF returns the end of file status. True implies at end of file. EOF is the end of file checking function. We can use this function to make sure that we are not trying to read beyond the end of the file. Open file.eof close file closes an open file. Close to close the link of open file. Assign PRN assigns file to printer. Erase erases an external file. All these routines are in the SYS-utils unit except assign parent. For this you have to add QPrinters unit in the unit section. Why I choose TMemo with text file. The following examples show how to save and load a TMemo from file the hard way. You could of course use the save to file and load from file methods of tstrings, but then you wouldn't learn about TextFile I/O. And many programmers mostly have two problems: one, how to print memo content and save into text files. 2. How to play with TextFile in KYLIX. In this way you will learn 1. How to save/retrieve memo contents into TextFile. 2. How to print memo content through program. 3. How to create /write/read/print and erase text files. 1. Creating and writing content to TextFile ensures that out file will always be closed even if an exception is raised while writing the file. Save to file. This procedure saves the contents of a memo to a given file path and name. Procedure save to file. Memo name, tmemo, file name, string, var open file, text file, the text file counter, integer, loop counter. Begin AssignFile, open file, file name, associate open file with given file path and name. Rewrite, open file, open it. Try for counter equals 0 to memo name lines count. 1. Do write ln, open file, memo name lines counter, application message box, memo save into text file and file name. Except on in out error do message dlg, save aborted with error, plus into str, error code, mt error, mbok, 0, and, finally close file, open file, and, the above example shows how to catch a file I/O exception and extract the error code from it. Note that it is good form to keep the outer try finally block in case a non-I/O exception is raised. 2. Reading content from TextFile. Read from file. This procedure read contents from a given file path name. Procedure read from file, memo name, tmemo, file name, string, var open file, text file, the text file line, string, the line read in begin memo name lines clear. Empty the memo. AssignFile, open file, file name, associate open file with file name. Reset, open file, open it without clobbering it. Try while not EOF, open file, do begin read ln, open file line. Memo name lines add, line, and, except on in out error do message dlg, cannot read error, plus into str, error code, mt error, mbok, 0, and, finally close file, open file, and. Finally, this example shows how to reverse the process of reading text from a file. Note that readline copies all text up to but not including the end of line marker into the given string. It then skips past the end of line marker to the next line if there is one. If there is no next line, then EOF becomes true. 3. Printing with TextFile. An advantage of Object Pascal text files that I haven't yet mentioned is that they can be used to send data directly to devices. This example shows how you can send text directly to the printer. Print memo. This procedure read contents from memo and printed procedure. Print memo, memo name, tmemo, file name, string, var open file, text file, the text file counter, integer, loop counter. Begin assign prn, open file. Unit Q printers assign text file to prn. Rewrite, open file, open it. Try for counter equals 0 to memo name dot lines dot count. 1. Do writeln, open file memo name dot lines counter, except on in out error. Do message dlg, cannot print error, plus into str, e dot error code. Mt error, mbok, 0, and, finally close file, open file, and, note that in this case I am using AssignPrn rather than AssignFile. Having done this, you can simply write to the printer as if it was a normal text file. 4. Erase text file procedure. Erase file, file name, string, var open file, text file, the text file. Begin if file exists, file name, then begin assign file, open file, file name, associate open file with file name. Try reset, open file, open it without clobbering it. Close file, open file, erase, open file, application.messagebox, file name plus deleted, except on in out error. Do message dlg, cannot erase error, plus into str, e dot error code, mt error, mbok, 0, and else application.messagebox, error, plus file name plus not found, and 5. How to get application path file path name. This function return application path with text file name function file path name, string, varf path name, string, begin extract file path. It will return the application path. Path equals extract file path, application.exe name, fname equals myfile.txt, file path name equals fpath plus fname, and happy programming. KYLIX _textfile.rtf